building the Dawgs. The 2019-2020 Saluki Basketball season provided some great memories. Head coach Brian Mullins looks back at the last minute of the Missouri State home game and the moments that led to Marcus Damask's game-winning buzzer beater.
So going into this game, I knew it was going to be a huge game for us. We've been playing really well, and most importantly, we've been finding ways to win. We just came off a big-time road win at Evansville. Eric was sick. He barely played. Lance made some big baskets. And there was so much energy and enthusiasm being built up around the community about watching our guys and how hard they play and compete. And just walking into the arena, into the Banterra Center for this game, you could feel the energy in the building again. And, I think our guys were excited to be back home. They love playing in the Banterra Center. It was going to be a challenge for us, and the only way I felt that we would have success is if we played team basketball. If all 5 guys shared the ball, if all 5 guys were connected on offense, and if we took care of the ball. If we played SIU basketball, then I felt at home with the crowd that we had that we would have a good opportunity to get another win.
8-second differential.
They're walking it up. Right now they get into their pin down set and they're trying to space the court. Coach Ford's a really good coach. You see they put their 5-man prim in the corner. That's kind of keeping Barrett out of the paint. And now Cook's a really good one-on-one player. He creates space for himself, gets Ronnie off his feet, but Ronnie does a good job contesting. We say we want to contest everything on defense, contest every shot, contest every pass. Right now, we got to come up with this rebound. The guys just guarded for 28 seconds. And the game's on the line. We got to come up with this rebound. So 5.5 seconds left. Now there's no shot clock. Essentially Missouri State's got the last possession. They got underneath out of bounds play coming up. Lance does a good job contesting everything though again. He doesn't quit on the play, doesn't stop at the elbow. He makes this a tough shot. And now it's war rebound. We've got to block out. We've got to come out with this rebound. Marcus is on an outside position, so he's got to try to wedge his man under the rim if he gets caught on the other side of his guy. Barrett does a good job coming, and what I love about this possession right here at the very end of it, you see Marcus, Ronnie, Lance, Eric, Barrett, all 5 guys are pretty engaged in terms of time and score. Timeout, timeout, timeout. He's calling for a timeout. Marcus is calling for a timeout. That's all 5 guys knowing that A, we have a timeout left in the game, and B, that there's still time left on the clock for us to get a shot. So that that in terms of being mentally involved in the game and knowing late clock situations, our guys did a good job there. So right now, the clock's at 0. So they're going to put more time on the clock. And we don't really know how much time's going to be left on the clock. Obviously, in the flow of things, I couldn't tell if it was going to be 1 second or 3 seconds possibly. So we have a couple different options here. So when the guys go back to the bench, we're talking about our set that we have for anything less than 3 seconds, and then a set that we have for anything between 3 and 5 seconds. So we have 2 plays. I'm not drawing anything up. We've already gone over both options. These guys know the play calls. We do it every single game in terms of our pregame shoot around. And the biggest thing is that I wanted the guys to feel comfortable in executing things at the end of the game. And I specifically remember talking to the guys on the sideline, and Marcus came up to ask me as soon as we found out that it was going to be about 1.5 or 1.3 seconds that he's asked, can I dribble it? And I told him, yeah, you get 1 dribble, Marcus. You get 1 dribble for every second. You get 1 dribble for every second. So as soon as they put the time up, the guys know the play. The guys know the play. They know what we're running. We've ran it. So for me, my work is done. My work is done. I can't control what happens next. I feel like my guys are prepared. I feel like they know what to run. And now, for them, that's why they play the game. They get to execute in these type of moments and get to make these type of memories. So Ronnie does a good job first being aware, We always tell our guys in a full court situation to take, 3 to 5 feet back, So when they do put a bigger guy on the ball, that he's not right on the line and now it's a harder pass for him, We put Ronnie here because he's a lefty. So he can throw right here on this side with his left hand. So we run an action, and it's basically just a misdirection action. We have Eric going there, we have Lance going to the opposite corner, and we have Barrett flashing high. And we leave this whole side for Marcus to go up and catch it for Marcus to go up and catch it. And with 1.6 seconds, he's got one dribble and he's got to make a play. Watch this short little 6-inch pass fake. Gets the defender jumping that way a little bit. Pass fake, and now he's got a clear pass. Does a good job putting air under it. Marcus does a good job catching it. He's got 1.6, he's got one dribble. And he makes a play.
Puts it up for the win. He got it! Marcus
And I think, obviously it's a special shot. It's a tough shot. Missouri State played really good defense. He shot it over 3 people. But the execution, so much of it, led up to him having an opportunity to even catch it there, take that dribble, and have the composure. And I think the guys have gone over those type of situations so much over the year that they weren't thinking that it was 66 with 1.6 seconds. They were thinking, hey, we got to run this play. We got to execute this play like we do every single practice, every single pregame shoot-around. And, in terms of building habits and the carryover from practice to the game, those are the results right there. And those are the memories that, happen because the guys do it at game speed every single time throughout the year. For the Banterra Center to look like that, I remember Marcus running down that sideline and just seeing the place go crazy. And it was special for me and for the guys and for Marcus and his family. It's just going to be an unbelievable memory for him.
As they prepare their team for the coming season, the Saluki coaches prepare their team for more than just basketball.
Well, as coaches, we're teachers, first and foremost, and we're mentors. And, we have a responsibility to teach them more than just basketball. And in order to teach them, you have to educate. You have to educate yourself. So over the last, 4 or 5 months, we've had a ton of discussions about racism and social injustice. And, I think the biggest thing is just informing our guys about the importance of standing up for what's right. Yeah, when I got to campus and really throughout my 4 years, I would say my role models or the people I looked up to or the people who were consistently there for me were my coaches, first off, with Coach Lowry and his family and Erica, having us over to the house, treating us basically like one of their kids. And then a couple people who were always around the program was Dr. Barlow and Dr. Bryson. And I felt like they were making me a better person, not necessarily a basketball player, but I just instantly knew that those people were special and that I should try to see them as much as possible because I would grow too. Javon Mayman, he's helped me a lot in terms of even educating me and talking to me about his experiences. And I think that's the biggest thing with our guys is making sure everyone understands where everyone comes from and what they've experienced in their lives. And that everyone has a different perspective and everyone has walked through different paths to get where they're at right now in Carbondale and part of this program. And the more we know about each other, the more we can help each other. And like I said, my staff's done a great job talking to the guys, and it's brought us closer as a team.
Yeah, the message to the team has been, obviously there are a world of differences in people's lives across the country, and it shouldn't be that way because of your color of your skin, your gender, what your beliefs are. But everyone should be treated equally. Everyone should be treated the same. As a team, we've done Zoom calls. We've had different articles or different videos. We listened to a podcast, from which Doc Rivers, head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers, he was talking about his experiences from his days at Proviso East, and it was during the race riots up in Chicago. And we've also had Dr. Bardo, SIU Hall of Famer, on just to kind of talk about his experiences and how powerful SIU has been in his life through a lot of the different social changes that have come over the course of the years. I think it's pretty cool to have guys ask, hey coach, do you have any other articles or do you have anything else for me to take a look at, any videos or documentaries that I should check out. And I think that that's cool. I think that allows you to see that they are willing to open up their eyes to a lot more. It really is more than just basketball. We want them obviously to be great people and to leave us as better people from when they came here. The important things that we would like for them to take away is obviously they all do have voices within their platforms, their own platforms, their communities, and to embrace differences, regardless again if it's race, color, gender, whatever it is, because we're all trying to be better, but we're not better than the next person, and that's one of the biggest things. We want to be selfless, and we want to be caring for others and just understanding of what others' plights may be, and trying to help again just move people continue to be better as a whole.
The majority of the players have been on campus since early summer. For some, it's their first real experience away from home. This weekend, we follow Saluki freshman Dalton Banks as his family and Dawgs have made the 9-hour trip to Carbondale from Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
So I left Eau Claire about 5 or 6 weeks ago. So it's been a while. I mean, like I said before, I haven't been away from home for this long of a period ever in my entire life, so it's been an adjustment. My mom came down on Thursday, and it was really good to see her. I wasn't really homesick, but I did miss my family a lot. Yeah, so originally my mom told me that my my dad couldn't get off work and he wasn't going to be able to come down, so I knew she was coming down, but I didn't expect to see my dad and my sisters.
We initially had anticipated Dalton being home last week, and of course, with practices just getting started, it didn't make sense for Dalton to come home. My husband's an athletic trainer, so sports is kind of up in the air in Wisconsin, and but he's still working, and so I fibbed just a little bit and said that he was unable to go, and so that was a surprise. Surprise too. So we were able to gather Jeff and Bree together, and we'll be able to spend a good solid day here exploring Carbondale and having Dalton give us a tour and show us his world.
I didn't expect to see my dad and my sisters, so they kind of kept it a secret, and then I was in my dorm and they knocked and opened, and there they were. So I love my dogs. I mean, when I talk about not really being homesick, there were the other two pieces that I really missed, and I'm glad they got a chance to come down here as well, because it gets lonely sometimes in those dorm rooms, and just having them there to be able to cuddle and just have another friend, it's been really cool. It's been absolutely awesome, especially this being the first time I've been away for more than a month from home, so it's definitely nice to see them again.
We couldn't be more proud of Dalton, and we are very excited for what the next 4 years has in store for him.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited. I mean, I think we really have something special building here in Carbondale, and not only with our team, but you can just feel it in the community. People are excited about what we're trying to do, and I think we're going to do it the right way. We're going to work hard, be humble, be gracious, and do all the right things to try have a special year this year and for the future as well.